Very good morning, all beloved students. Welcome back to our online class for today. Okay, students, so today is Tuesday, August 11th, 2020. Okay, students, so, alright. According to our schedule for today, we are going to learn from Blueprint 3 and speaking. Okay, speaking tutor 2A, right? But we have done with the book speaking tutor 2A. So, with these two sessions, teacher would like to teach you only Blueprint 3. Okay, so this is the first section. We learned about Blueprint 3. Right, students, please look at this. This is Unit 4, deeper into the interview, and Lesson 5, the end of the interview. So this is the last session for this unit as well. So the next session we will learn about new unit, Unit 5, and new lessons as well. Okay, student. All right, over here, there are some vocabulary that teacher would like to teach you, would like to review you about about it for today. And the main topic for today is about when clauses in the future sentence. Okay, so in the previous section we have learned already about a clause, right? Do you still remember about that clause? Okay, good. So now we can start review first. Okay, 1. Repeat after me all together, students. So, 1. Work on. Department. Again, department. Someday. Long term. Wrap up. Starting date. Candidate. Hear from. Again, repeat loudly. Work on. Candidate. Someday. Long term. Wrap up. Starting date, candidate, hear from. Okay, students, so who still remember about all of these words and phrases? Students, who can tell me? Okay, number 1, work on. What does it mean, work on? Okay, so means that spend time, to spend time to work on something, okay? Number 2, department. What does it mean, department? So department is function as a noun, right? So over here, teacher not write about the function of all these words and phrase. So if you want to make sure about if you want to clear about the function, you can replay the video that teacher teach you in the previous teacher taught you in the previous section, right? Department. What does it mean, department? Department means what? A part of a company, okay? Number 3, someday. Okay, talk about the day in the future, right? Someday in the future. Next, long term. What does it mean, long term? Long term, this verb is opposite from short term. So long term means long period of time, and a short term, short period of time. Okay. Wrap up something means to finish something, okay? To finish something. This is function as a phrasal verb. Next, number 6, starting date. So we talk about the date that something begins, okay? So starting date. Next, 7th, candidate. What does it mean, candidate, students? Okay, so candidate, we talk about a job application, okay? Last one, hear from. Hear from means we hear the call from someone or some, or hear the call through phones or something. Okay, so hear from. When hear the call. Okay, so repeat after me all together again, students, so to make sure that we can read it correctly. 1. Work on. Department. Again, department. Someday. Long term. Wrap up. Starting date. Candidate. Hear from. Okay, students, so now that's all for the review, and let me get started with the grammar. So when clauses in the future sentences. Alright, students, so who can tell me what is clause. How many types of clause are there? What are they? Okay, so clause is a group of words contains a subject and a verb. Okay, one verb, one subject, so we call clause. For example, I am a teacher. So I am a teacher. This called clause. Okay, good. All right, students. So how many types of clause are there in English? So there are, right. So there are two types of clause. What are they? Independent clause and dependent clause and dependent clause. Okay, and dependent clause. And dependent clause is divided into three. Okay, noun clause. Okay, adjective clause and an adverb clause. Okay, so in the next episode we will learn about the noun clause, adjective clause and an adverb clause. Okay, students, so we can start with when clause. When clause is in the future, so we just use when plus clause. So you know already about a clause. Clause contains a group of verbs, contains a subject and a verb. Okay, it is similar with the sentence, with simple sentence. Okay, so clause. Okay, so when clause is in the future, you use when plus clause. When plus clause in the future statements and questions to talk about a time in the future when something happened. Alright, again, you use when plus clause in the future statements and questions to talk about a time in the future when something happened. Okay, so let's see the example. So this is when. Okay, this is when, and this is clause. Okay, this is clause and this is clause as well. Okay, so when clause, when plus clause. We use when plus clause to talk about, in the future sentence. So which one talk about future? Which sentence? Which clause, everyone? So this clause talk about the future. The future. So I'm going to work on becoming a manager. So yeah. This is future sentence, okay? But it is not in the future. If we use it in the future, it should be with verb, right? Subject plus verb. But this is simple sentence, okay? Simple sentence. But you can see here, going to, talk about the future, okay? So this is, we use when plus clause, talk about the future, okay? Good, this is when, this is clause, right? Okay, so I look at this, student, from when to, comma, over here, means that one clause. So we can also write this sentence at the back, okay? So this sentence is in front, right? In front with the word when, because subordinator, okay? So we can also write this sentence in the back. Let's see the second example. Or, I'm going to work on becoming a manager when, when I find a permanent position. So look at when over here. No comma, okay? So no comma, why? This is the form of clause. We can use it, okay? This is the form. The form. So if we use when clause in front, we need to have comma in the middle of these two clauses, okay? In the middle. This is another clause. This is one clause, this is another clause. Okay, so we can also use when in the end. Okay, when clause in the end of the sentence, no comma. Okay, with no comma, like you can see here, from I am until manager. So then when, this is another clause. Okay, so no comma, because we use when in the end of the sentence. Okay, end clause in the end of the sentence. Got with this? Okay, so that's all. Any question? In this topic, just use when clause in the future. In the future, which clause in the future? Here. So these sentences, these clauses is in the future, are in the future, right? As you can see, I'm going to. All right. Just simple, students. Any question? Okay, if you have any question, just leave your question below this video. And okay, thank you so much for watching. Teacher hope to see you in the second session. Goodbye.